The echoes of the 2025 Royal Rumble reverberated through the WWE Universe, forever altering its landscape. Kevin Owens, a fierce and uncompromising force in the industry, emerged victorious, claiming the undisputed championship. Yet, this triumph was shadowed by a betrayal that would forever mark his legacy. In a brutal twist, Owens turned on Cody Rhodes, his friend and ally, in a shocking act that stunned the WWE Universe. What should have been a moment of celebration became a bitter reminder of the cost of ambition and the fragility of trust. The aftermath left fans questioning everything they thought they knew about Owens. The hollow triumph of Kevin Owens. Kevin Owens had reached the summit, the undisputed championship firmly in his grasp. Yet, the glory that should have come with this victory felt weightier than ever, but not because of the gold around his waist. It was the psychological burden, the guilt, the shame, the knowledge that this triumph was marred by something far more sinister. This was not the product of his relentless fight to prove himself, nor the sweet reward of a fair contest. No, this was the result of betrayal, a calculated and unforgivable betrayal of Cody Rhodes, the man who had stood by him when no one else would. Owens had gone from being a fan favorite to the WWE Universe's most despised figure in a matter of moments. His victory was no longer celebrated as the culmination of a long and grueling journey. It was a cautionary tale. The WWE Universe had once seen Owens as a fighter who would do anything to win, but now they viewed him as a manipulative and untrustworthy character. The whispers of "you sold out" filled the arenas, drowning out any chance of support he once received. The taste of victory, once so sweet, now felt bitter on Owens's tongue. He had reached the top, but he had lost something far more precious: his integrity. He had gained everything, but at the expense of his soul. Cody Rhodes, the agony of betrayal. While Owens stood proudly with the championship in hand, Cody Rhodes found himself in a world of pain, a devastation that cut deeper than any physical blow. The Royal Rumble 2025 had represented the culmination of years of hard work and sacrifice. It was Cody's opportunity to reclaim the championship that had eluded him for so long and to step out of the shadow of his father's legacy. But instead, the journey that had defined him was cruelly interrupted by the one person he trusted above all others. The man he thought was family, the man he believed had his back, had instead shattered his dreams with a brutal betrayal. The moment Owens turned on him, the weight of the betrayal was felt in every corner of the arena. Cody lay on the mat, eyes wide with disbelief, as his hopes slipped further away. The pain was not just physical. It was an emotional wrecking ball that destroyed everything Cody had fought for. His trust in people, his belief in camaraderie, all seemed meaningless in the wake of Owens's actions. The championship, the legacy, and the validation Cody sought felt like distant memories, replaced by the cold reality that everything he had worked for had been ripped away in an instant. But beneath the agony, something else began to stir. A fire, deep within Cody's soul, ignited. The betrayal had wounded him, but it would not define him. He would rise again, stronger than before, with a burning resolve to prove that this would not be his end. The heartbreak of Royal Rumble 2025 was the beginning of Cody's journey, not his defeat, but the fuel for his relentless pursuit of redemption. The struggles of Owens. Redemption unattainable? While Kevin Owens now stood as the undisputed champion, the weight of his actions became more apparent with each passing week. He may have won the title, but the price of that victory was proving to be far steeper than he could have anticipated. The WWE Universe, once loyal to him, now turned their backs, their disapproval palpable in every arena. Owens had traded his friends, his morals, and his integrity for the championship. And now, he was paying the ultimate price. The boos rang out with every match, drowning out any cheers Owens may have received. His every victory, once a moment of celebration, now felt like an echo of emptiness. The championships around his waist didn't feel like a badge of honor, but a reminder of the man he had become. Owens had sacrificed his soul for the title, and now, with each defense, he felt further removed from the man he had once been. He had become a villain not only in the eyes of the WWE Universe, but in his own heart. Every night he battled to retain the title, but the more he won, the more he lost. The title was his, but at what cost? The weight of his betrayal was suffocating, a constant reminder that there could be no true victory when the price was so high. Owens had reached the top, but the view was no longer sweet. It was clouded by regret, by guilt, and by the question that gnawed at him, was it all worth it? Cody Rhodes, the path to redemption. Meanwhile, Cody Rhodes embarked on a path that was far more complicated than simply reclaiming the undisputed championship. The heartbreak of Royal Rumble 2025 had nearly broken him, but it also lit a fire within him, a fire that refused to be extinguished by betrayal. Cody's journey was no longer just about winning titles. It was about reclaiming his dignity, his identity, and the respect he had lost when Owens turned his back on him. The betrayal had wounded him deeply, but it also made him realize something. He was stronger than the pain. The heartache would not define him. It would fuel him. Cody's journey was about redemption, not just in the eyes of the WWE Universe, but in his own heart. He would not be content to merely return to the ring and fight for the title. No, his journey was about proving that he could rise above the pain, the betrayal, and the heartbreak. He would become a better man, a stronger competitor, and a champion who earned respect, not through deceit, but through heart and determination. The road to redemption would not be easy. Owens still stood as champion, his grip on the title unrelenting. Cody would face doubters, obstacles, and setbacks. But none of that would stop him. The man who had suffered the worst betrayal would rise from the ashes, not as a victim, but as a symbol of unyielding perseverance. Cody Rhodes would reclaim not just the title, but his legacy. The cost of betrayal, a lesson for WWE, the events of Royal Rumble. 2025 sent a clear message to every superstar in WWE. Victory at any cost is a dangerous game. Kevin Owens may have captured the undisputed championship, but the cost of that victory was far greater than he could have imagined. The lesson was stark and undeniable. The pursuit of glory without regard for loyalty, trust, or integrity is a path paved with pain. Owens's championship reign would forever be tainted by the betrayal that secured it, and no amount of gold could erase the stain on his legacy. For Cody Rhodes, the Royal Rumble had been a harsh lesson in the cruelty of betrayal, but it also set him on a path of redemption, one that was far more valuable than any championship. Cody's journey would be about reclaiming his sense of self, his dignity, and his legacy. He would prove that redemption wasn't about gold. It was about reclaiming one's soul in the face of the harshest trials. Cody Rhodes, a legacy reclaimed. Cody Rhodes' story was not one of defeat. The pain of betrayal would haunt him, but it would not define him. His path forward was about more than titles or championships. It was about legacy. It was about proving that, despite the darkness that threatened to swallow him, he could rise from the ashes and become a greater man than he had ever been. The pursuit of redemption would guide him, and in the end, it would prove more valuable than any victory. Cody Rhodes wasn't just fighting for a championship, he was fighting for his own identity, and that, in the end, was far more important than any gold. The pursuit of greatness may be fraught with peril, but it is through the trials of betrayal and loss that true strength is forged. Cody Rhodes would rise again, and when he did, he would be more than just a champion. He would be a symbol of redemption, resilience, and unwavering strength in the face of betrayal. And in the end, that would be his greatest victory. The weight of glory, a victory marred by expectations. When Cody Rhodes finally clasped the undisputed championship, it was the fulfillment of a dream forged in the crucible of sacrifice, pain, and countless years of perseverance. For a moment, the euphoric rush of achievement flooded his senses as the title wrapped around his waist, validating every grueling step he had taken. But the thrill was fleeting, and soon an undeniable truth settled in. This victory, once imagined as the pinnacle of his career, now came with a crushing weight. The overwhelming responsibility of maintaining his hard-won success. What had once been an elusive dream now felt more like a relentless trial. The cheers of the WWE Universe, once a source of motivation, now served as a constant reminder of the unforgiving pressure that came with his position. Every defense of the championship would no longer be just a contest of skill. It would be a test of his very worthiness to hold that title. The dreams of the past were now replaced by the brutal reality of his future. Success was no longer guaranteed, and the cost of failure was higher than ever before. The burden of legacy, a champion under siege. The undisputed championship, a symbol of Cody's tenacity and unyielding fight, represented not just a title, but a culmination of years of blood, sweat, and unrelenting willpower. But in the cutthroat world of WWE, nothing lasts forever, and the harsh truth was unavoidable. Champions are only as good as their last victory. Holding the title was no longer enough. The ever-looming threat of losing it, of falling from the summit he had fought so hard to reach, hung over him like a sword of Damocles. The WWE Universe had always adored champions who fought with heart, but with that adoration came expectations that were nearly impossible to meet. Every victory was met with the knowledge that another challenge awaited, and with each successful defense, the pressure only mounted. Cody's legacy was now fragile, his every step scrutinized under an unrelenting spotlight. The true test of his reign would not just be his physical prowess in the ring, but his ability to navigate the storm of expectations that threatened to consume him. Owens's hollow triumph, a victory achieved at a cost. For Kevin Owens, the victory at Royal Rumble 2025 was a moment of personal achievement, a triumph he had worked tirelessly for. But as the confetti fell and the roar of the crowd filled the arena, Owens couldn't shake the emptiness that tainted the moment. The undisputed championship, once the ultimate prize in his sights, now felt like an unfeeling object of hollow victory. The triumph was soured by the betrayal he had enacted against his former ally, Cody Rhodes, a betrayal that, no matter how much Owens tried to ignore, had forever changed the nature of his reign. Though Owens had fought hard to claim the title, the method of his success had left an indelible scar. The whispers of dishonor followed him at every step. He had gained the championship not through hard-fought victories or moral fortitude, but through betrayal. The WWE Universe, who had once seen Owens as a fan favorite, now viewed him with suspicion and disdain. No matter how many matches he won, no matter how many defenses he succeeded in, his title would always be shadowed by the unshakable stain of his actions. Cody's trial by fire, fighting for more than a title. As the new undisputed champion, Cody Rhodes stood at the crossroads of history, but the path forward was fraught with challenges he hadn't anticipated. The title that had once symbolized his triumph now weighed heavily on his shoulders. Every step forward would be met with ever greater scrutiny. The WWE Universe, once his most ardent supporters, now demanded perfection from him. Cody had spent years proving that he was not just the son of a legend, but a man who had earned his place in WWE on his own merit. But with the title came the harshest of truths. Staying at the top was far more difficult than reaching it. Each match, each defense of the championship, became an emotional and physical battle against the creeping fear that the WWE Universe, fickle as they were, could turn on him in an instant. It wasn't just about defending a championship anymore. Cody was now fighting for something deeper: his legacy, his identity, and his place in the annals of WWE history. The expectations surrounding him were suffocating, and with every passing day, the pressure to live up to them grew. Could he remain steadfast under the weight of the championship, or would the fear of failure undo him? The road ahead was uncertain, but Cody's resolve was clear. He would fight for more than just the title. He would fight for the very essence of who he was. A cautionary tale: the price of victory. The story of Cody Rhodes' rise to the undisputed championship served as a powerful cautionary tale, not only for him, but for every superstar who dreamed of reaching the pinnacle of WWE. The glittering prize of success came at a steep cost, one that could never truly be measured by gold alone. Victory, no matter how hard-earned, is never permanent. The road to redemption, to legacy, is always fraught with uncertainty and unrelenting obstacles. For Cody, the battle was far from over. As a champion, he was forced to confront not only the external pressure of his opponents, but also the internal struggle that raged within him. He had attained the summit, but now he had to fight to stay there. The WWE Universe's adoration could vanish in an instant, and with it, the fragile legacy he had built. Every successful defense only served to heighten the stakes, and with each passing day, the weight of that responsibility became more unbearable. But for all the pain and pressure that came with being at the top, Cody understood one thing: true greatness wasn't defined by the title around his waist. It was defined by his ability to rise, to endure, and to continue moving forward, no matter the cost. The path ahead would be difficult, but if Cody Rhodes had proven anything, it was that he was a fighter, one who would face every challenge head-on, with unyielding determination and an unwavering belief that his legacy was worth fighting for.